Hey everybody, I'm Adam.
And I'm Gary.
And today we're talking about ArtNet nodes. Hey Gary, what's ArtNet?
So ArtNet is basically just DMX over the network. Yeah, that's all it is.
That's perfect. And that's also SACN, also really similar. And so what these boxes do in general is they take common lighting control protocols that don't exist on a network and interface them to a network so you can control them with software, with other lighting consoles, things like that.
Yeah.
And so the things that are in common, we've got the ENTTEC ODE Mk2 and the Obsidian or Elation EP4. Gary, what's going on with that?
ENTTEC ODE Mk2. So this guy, it's got a network port. They make a few versions of this. They make this particular one, which has a network port and has just like a normal power plug to power it. They make these that are powerable over PoE, and they also make a DIN rail version. And it's got DMX in, DMX out, and a network port in that. That's pretty much it, right? Like you plug your DMX out to the lights. DMX in can take input from like a lighting console or something, and gets all that on ArtNet.
And the Obsidian EP4 or Elation EP4, depending on where you are, what's going on, this is actually a little bit more full-featured. So there's really only one model. They also have another one called the EN4, which has a screen on it, which makes it a little easier to configure. But this one, you hit a web interface via its IP address. But let's just talk about the physicality of it first. One is it comes with both M12 and M10 rigging points, so you can put it on a light clamp and clip it to some truss. Also, what comes in the box are some mounting brackets that allow you to mount it to a shelf or a wall, anything like that. Also on this, you've got 4 DMX ports. They're all 5-pin, and these are each bidirectional, and they're configurable, so you can choose whether it's an in or an out. On the back, you've got 2 network ports. The B port is PoE, so you can either power this via a USB-C connector or via PoE. And the other really cool thing about these is you can actually daisy chain them together. So if you need multiple, you can use the B ports and the A ports and daisy chain up to 10 together. That makes it a very, very flexible product, very, very useful. So yeah, we love these things, and it's a great way to interface with ArtNet software, or if you need to have multiple universes. So for example, say we've got a lighting console that has, let's say we need 4 universes.
Okay.
So what I could do is I could take these, the ENTTEC ODEs, and we connect multiple to a network switch, and then we can assign each one to a different universe, and we can control all of our lights. Conversely, this one will actually do 4 universes all in one box. So you connect one network cable, and you can go 4 DMX universes right out of this box.
That just seems way more compact and kind of a cool way to go about life.
It is cool.
So another cool thing about this is you can actually save scenes or cues right in and just trigger those to go instead of having a scene or a show in your DMX controller and playing it from there.
Let's take a look at the web interfaces.
Cool.
We've got the web interface pulled up for the EP4 here. You can see status information and DMX ports, kind of the home page it lands on. We've also got an identify toggle here, which will cause the front LEDs on the device to flash between red and white. Up here we've got presets. We've got some standard Neutron presets as well as some user presets that you can save yourself. I have preset number 1 saved as taco time, which is very, very important. Over here you can set what each one of the DMX ports configuration is, whether it's a disabled input-output, what protocol it's using, what universe it's on, remote device management turned on and off, what merge functionality we're using, whether it's highest text priority, last text priority, toggle, or backup. Down here you've got the queues, and you can run queues, save queues, and there's also some queue options where you can name each queue what you want to. We'll name this one Taco 1. And there's also fade time. You can link it to an additional queue if you want to. IP settings. We've got our DHCP and static IP settings as normal, as well as some 10 dots and 192 and 172. The 2.0.0.1 is its default, and that's why it's set to this one as a default. Can also choose the input configuration, link that to queues. So we say input times queue number. We want taco 1. You can say trigger source ArtNet universe is universe 1 and the DMX address is 232, and that'll set that up. Also, we have system settings like, what's going on with the device. Oh my gosh, is it really gonna? There we go. System settings like what's going on with the device. Device name, device ID, LED brightness. We've also got the device status, what's actually going on with the device, and then we've got maintenance where we can say, hey, we want to reset it, we want to reboot the device, want to save our current settings, which is pretty cool. It'll actually save it as a file that we can keep as a backup, which I think is a very, very nice feature. Very cool to keep backups of these settings associated with this device. And then of course you can also upgrade the firmware from this page. So yeah, that's the user interface for the Neutron EP4. Alright, so here we have the user interface for the ENTTEC ODE Mk2. And it comes up on its home page where you can see some system information and current network settings and DMX port settings, very similar to the EP4. On the second page you have settings, which you can set up as network settings. Are we enabling DHCP, or are we going to set it to a static IP address? Additionally, DMX port settings, what protocol it's using, what universe it's on, and some different options for merging. Highest takes precedence, latest takes precedence. We can save these settings, reset to the factory defaults, or reboot the device. There's also some statistics here for what's going on with the network, and you can update the firmware. So it's pretty straightforward, not a whole lot of things to change here, but again, it's an ArtNet or SCAN node that has one in and one out, and is pretty straightforward.
And if you need any help with any of that, feel free to give us a call, shoot us an email, or leave comments down below, and we're happy to help. Thanks.